Good evening, ladies. I hope y'all are having a great post-election day, although it still feels like election day. I promise you there won't be any breaking news updates during this Facebook Live. So take a break and join us for a crafting oasis of happiness tonight. I'm dying to show you, hey Terry and Susie, I'm dying to show you a new suite of products called Curvy Celebrations. I've had it for at least a month. As a happy shopper, I was able to order it early, so I've been playing with it for a while. I started playing with it at our retreat, and I've had so much fun. This is the first card I made with it. I'll show you in a better light pointing down, but it's my favorite. Okay, so this is a suite of products that was available to demonstrators in October, and it is now available to all customers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, don't snooze on this, because it is, hey Chris, it has been very popular. And what happens when things are very popular is they go on back order. So don't snooze on it. Go ahead and get it because you're going to want it. It's just going to be one of those things that once you see it, it's such a unique set of dies compared to anything else we've ever had. It's going to be on your must-have list. Yes, it is. Okay, thank you for sharing. Everyone that shares, I would super appreciate that. That helps more of our friends see what we're doing here tonight. Okay, I'm going to flip y'all around. Try not to jar you. Hey, Mom. We had a lovely birthday dinner with my mom tonight for my dad's birthday at Cafe 42 over at the Clinton Library. It was gorgeous. Great food. Of course, great company. Great food, and it was great. Hey, Patience. It was fun to spend some time with my family in a safe environment. Okay, so Curvy Celebrations is here. Honestly, whenever Stampin' Up! Comes out with an exclusive set of products, I'm always just like, give me the want it all number, because I always just want it all. So of course I got everything in the bundle. Well, it's actually, yes, the variety bundle. So I suggest that you write that number down, $158,396 for $70.50, because you're probably going to want the whole thing by the time we're done. So the bundle itself is called Quite Curvy, okay, and it has a very versatile set of greetings. We've got flowers, and we've got greenery that can be Christmas or fall, some cute little birds. So that's the Quite Curvy stamp set. But the star of the show here are the curvy dies. At first glance, it's like, okay, really? How could one little die do so much? All right, we're going to use this die. That's actually the only die we're going to use for the card that I'm making tonight. Okay, and then the other stamp set that rounds it out is called Curvy Christmas, because we all need a little something right now for a spark. I don't know if you guys have figured this out yet, but this is going to be the year for handmade Christmas. Okay? We may not can gather with our families. We may not be able to have special celebrations like we're used to this time of year. So it's time to show our family some love. And if you're a crafter, that's a great way to do it. So you want to pick up this Curvy Christmas set. It's a stamp set that has a super, I'm just a little taken aback by this star stamp here. We've got a few Christmas things and some greenery, and then this cute little Christmas. I'm going to show you lots of samples so you can see how awesome it is. And just to up it up one more notch, we have some new Designer Series paper. So it comes in Cherry Cobbler, Shaded Spruce, and Sahara Sand. So you've got a whole set of paper that's perfect for Christmas. Of course, don't forget Valentine's, okay? And just fall when you're using the, we're going to make a fall card using this paper. So don't lock yourself into Christmas. Remember, there's lots of cool holidays. St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so go ahead and pick up the classic Christmas paper. Now, like I said, just pick up the whole bundle, the variety bundle. It's $70.50. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now before I forget, when you purchase $50 or more, you're going to get a quite curvy class. Okay, so you're going to have the ingredients to make two of these, and two of these. Okay, so you're going to have a class. It's going to be sent to you in the mail with instructions. You're not going to need a video with it because I'm going to show you how to make this card, and these cards are pretty well very similar to it. Okay, so make sure and stay to the end so you can see the swap show of projects. So I participated in a curvy swap. So all we did was make projects using the curvy bundle. So I've got that to show you at the end. Okay, so I was taken aback by this clever card that was in my swap set, okay? And I'm gonna create it in a fall pattern, all right? So what you're gonna need is a 7.5 by 5.5 piece of paper. Sorry, I got crazy with my dimensions. So it's basically 8.5. It's basically a standard card size that you cut an inch off of, or it's 7.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, this is the 4 1/4. All right, and then your designer paper. I'm going with the Sahara Sand, and it's 2 by 5.5. And then you need 2 pieces of white that are 5 1/4 by 4. Of course, I dropped my designer. Okay. Now, this is where the magic happens. Oh, I forgot. I need to get my Stamparatus. I love my Stamparatus, and I was trying to figure out how to line this stamp set up. Anytime you find yourself thinking, how am I going to line that stamp set up? You need to go get your Stamparatus. If you don't have one, just add that to your list because you need it. It's $50. It's really cool. All right, so it's a stamp positioning tool. So what our goal is we're going to cut this paper using the curvy dies. Let's do that first before we get our Stamparatus going. Let's do our cutting first. Okay, so you're going to take your designer paper and your card base and just get that ready. Get this curvy die out. Now, let me get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I will show you how to use this curvy die. It's not overly complicated. Honestly, to use it, you just need to kind of just do it. Like, you just have to kind of get brave and do it, because at first you're like, how does this work? And then all of a sudden you know how to do it. There's shadow over here, so I'm gonna stick to what you can see over here. Okie dokie. So you're gonna put down your platform with your emboss machine. You have your bottom platform, this piece, and this piece. It's all on the little picture here. You can see I did some curvy swaps. I've done quite a bit of curvy things using the curvy die. Okay, so the way you're gonna line this up is you're gonna remember your card front. Just put the smaller side like this and line up your designer paper with the middle edge, that score line, okay? And then now, this is important. Do you see this die has a raised edge and a not raised edge? So this is the cutting edge, okay? So because I want the dots to show, okay, I'm going to make sure and set that down so that the cutting edge goes this way. All right, so we're going to set that there. Now, you can probably see that this is bent because one time I didn't pay attention. This die is exactly the width of your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, so make sure it's in the center. Then we're going to put our lid down, our, what do you call it, plate, and we're going to run this through. Now, because I'm cutting 2 pieces of paper, I'm actually going to run it through twice. Now, I cut designer paper with this, and it cuts like butter. You can do 3 at a time. It also cuts really easily through cardstock. So you'd be really surprised how well it cuts. Now, you see all those pesky little circles? I'm going to show you a magic trick because I've made 2 sets of swaps using this die. All right, so that's the best way to learn how to use a product, is to just use it over and over. So necessity is the mother of invention. So you want to take your pick tool, okay, and you're going to just run it down just like this. And that will get like 90% of your little dots will come out that way, okay? And then you'll just take your dotty dots and poke them out, okay? Oh, I just literally poked a hole in my finger. Oh my gosh, that hurt. Don't do that. Oh, I need my... How about we make things a little easier on ourselves? Just pop the last few little dots out. When you use just the die, without the designer paper, it does come out a lot easier. And then every once in a while, you just want to run your tool down your die and get all the extra little dots out. See, I had a lot of dots left in there from some swaps that I did. So I'm actually kind of surprised that it cuts so well. So every now and then, just go in there and clean out your dots. And then you're going to have little baby dots all over the place. And you know what? That's a sign that you're an excellent paper crafter. So don't stress. Okay. All of our little circles are out. Okay. So now is the time. Now I don't know, this card, I kind of like, no, don't want to do that. I kind of like having it 2 layers like this. So I'm actually going to just trim off about, you could start with a smaller piece in the first place, but I'm just going to trim off a half inch there. And I cannot find my Stampin' Up! Paper cutter, so don't pay attention to that. Okay, now we're going to use our Stampin' Seal Plus, and we're just going to stick that down right there. Okay, so that is our top. I say the hey Jackie, who else is here? We have, oh, Jackie, good to see you. All right, now we are going to go ahead and I can see that my Stampin' Seal Plus ran out, so I'm going to show you. Oh, it's all the way over there. I'm not going to show you. Never. Oh my goodness. Hey Charmel, good to see you. I'm just going to pop this down with a glue dot right now because my Stampin' Seal Pluses are all the way across the room. And you don't want to wait. Alright, so we're going to stick this one inside. And then this one is going to go here. Okay? So you see, that's the piece that we cut that came off. Alright? And this little guy is going to fit right over that. Okay? So you see where I'm going with that? So that's going to fit just right in there. But we're not going to do that part just yet. All right. So this is where we need our Stamparatus. I haven't actually tried this, so let's just hope it works because I have hopes that it's going to work. All right. So we're going to arrange our card in the Stamparatus. You want to make sure it's flush against this end and flush here. Get your magnet down. And then this paper, when we are finished with our card, is going to be right here, okay? So what I want to do, actually, you don't want to put your magnet there. You want to be able to shut that. So what I'm doing at this moment is right now I'm just positioning my stamp, okay? So this stamp is the fall stamp, and it's not exactly as curvy as I want it to be. So I'm gonna make it be curvy, okay? And you can do that with a photopolymer stamp. All right, you can curve it just like you want, okay? And let me just visualize how much of that's gonna be covered up. So I'm gonna pop that up a little. And you see, I couldn't just stamp over that because that would, oh, of course I did it the wrong way. You have to think about how it's gonna stamp. Durr. It has to be, the stamping side has to be facing your paper. Okay, so we're basically willing it to go to be more curvy. Okay, stamping side down. All right, so this is getting it about where it needs to go. And then I'm going to lift this up and twist that. Now let's just close this up and see. Yeah, that's exactly where I want it. So now we're gonna just hold our finger there and shut this. And that is gonna trap our stamp. We already know that it's right where it needs to be. Okay. All right. Now, we get our piece lined up. Make sure this is lined up and this is lined up. Okay. Now, I'm going to use soft suede. So hi Kathy Brown. It's good to see you. I enjoy coloring with soft suede. So don't think that just because you are using Stampin' Blends that you have to use Memento ink. You can use other colors. I'm going to use soft suede tonight. It's a nice bold brown. Okay, so you're inking that up, and we're going to stamp this white piece. Now, the good thing about the Stamparatus is if it doesn't make a good full clean stamp, you can do it again, but it's a perfect stamp, so I'm done. Now, you can see when we close it, ooh, those leaves are going to shine right through there, okay? And then our lid are going to peek through, and then our little piece that goes here is going to, I'll show you. We'll just do it. All right, so what we're going to do is get some glue dots. We're going to put a glue dot here, not too close to the edge. Okay, you want it about there, and then one about there. Okay, and let's line this sucker up with that. Close that up, see how it's doing. And then we're going to line this sucker up with the bottom of our card. Okay. And that is how that will work. Okay. And then we're going to simply put some glue dots on this side. And we're going to knock that down. Okay. And that's how that works. Oh, that's pretty. I'll have to do something there. All right, so now your leaves are peeking out here. Now, if I were a smart person, I would color that before I stuck that down. So let's unstick it and let's go ahead and do some blending, okay? So I just chose a color palette that is not your typical fall blend, but this is to me what trees look like right now. Okay, we have Mossy Meadow, we have Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Dark Calypso Coral, Dark Mango Melody, and dark crumb cake. Okay, so now we're just gonna color. And I'm not gonna get all up in my head about about each leaf being multicolored. I'm just gonna color every few leaves a different fall color. Okay, you can get really fancy with your two colors going. You can do, you know, lots of fancy fall coloring if you choose. I'm just gonna make each leaf. You see where I'm going with this. Okay, I'm actually going to go in here and fill in that, what do you call it, stem. You could do it green, or I'm going to just do it crumb cake. Pop in and fill in some with, this is Mossy Meadow. Ooh, it's such a gorgeous green. I just love it. It's such a great compliment to our blends section. Okay. I don't know about you, but regardless of how you lean politically, this time of year is stressful, okay? So I suggest that you unplug yourself from the TV and the phone and the Facebooks and all of that garbage and just craft, okay? Just craft. It's a great way to just kind of get out of all that stuff for a while. And guess what? Send a card to someone that you know that might be struggling. The best way for us to feel better is to do something for someone else. So that would be a nice thing for you to do. Make a card and send it to someone. All right, I'm gonna do one more little small leaf here. And then I'm gonna pop in with my pumpkin pie. I like to keep it simple when I'm coloring. You can really get fancy with it, and I love looking at fancy colored cards, but I also want you to be able to see that you can do this without getting fancy. You can choose to be fancy if you want. That's your choice. But I like to just kind of color. But I do like getting both colors of the blending markers, even though I typically use one on my videos, because one of them is always the color that you need. Like, for instance, Dark Pool Party is the same color as Coastal Cabana, and Dark Calypso Coral really looks like terracotta tile. So you can really get a lot of neat color combinations that you never knew you had when you get the set of blends. Actually, we can only buy them in sets now, so Stampin' Up! Knows that that's the best way to buy them. Okay, I guess the last thing I'm going to do is come in here with a Mossy Meadow. Yeah, you gotta have pumpkin pie. That's like a standard. That's like a crumb cake. Crumb cake, pumpkin pie, gray granite are like a must-have. And then I always, when people are like, what color should I get first? I always tell them to get a green, because you're gonna want to do you're gonna want to color some greenery, and you're gonna need a green. Okay, I think we're good there. All right, now I can go in and assemble that like so. Isn't that cool? So our leaves are just kind of peeking out there. I see one little dot that's trying to be cantankerous. Isn't that fantastic? Now that's popping up a little bit. See, because I didn't clean out my dye, they're being a little bit mean to me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is stick a glue dot right under there, just to kind of tame this section. Perfect. All right, now we need our sentiment. And guess what? The sentiments are curvy. So of course they are, because it's a curvy party we got going on here. I'm gonna use, from Quite Curvy, I'm gonna use Thinking of You Makes My Day. Okay. Oh no, I forgot. I was gonna wishing you the happiest of birthdays. I love sending birthday cards, and so I was gonna just make a fall birthday card. All right, so what we're gonna do again, so we're going to just get this, it curves the other way. Oh, duh. I was about to do it again. Did anyone else stay up late last night? You can see that my brain's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right, we're gonna go like so. And we're just gonna put, actually, I think it's easier, honestly, to just put it on the block. Actually, it goes right like I want it to, but I want this to go up a tiny bit. So, yes, perfection. Okay, so we're gonna stamp that with with soft suede. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Oh yeah. And of course, now we definitely need some ribbon. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't leave that white space showing there. Let me go into my ribbon section and see what pretty things we can put on here. Oh, I love to mix gold with fall. It's like one of my favorite things. So this is actually a Christmas ribbon. It's called All the Trimmings Are Tied. It's something... Here, let me show you. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Where? I just reorganized my area today, and so I likely hid. Oh, it's so organized I can't find it. This is the ribbon from the Wonder of the Season Ribbon Combo Pack. Okay, that is 153,537. So ribbon 153,537. It's actually twine, but who's counting? Now, just for point of preference, since your sentiment is on this half of the card, that's where I'm going to tie my bow, okay? It's just kind of a balance thing. So in case you're wondering, like, where does the bow go? I usually try to put it on the same side as the sentiment, so it just sort of balances. All right, so there is our, I'm gonna shift that over. Oh, didn't mean to untie it. Gonna shift that over a smidge. And then it's right where I want it. Oh my gosh, isn't that the cutest? Now, so you've got your fall card here, and you can go in and you can stamp something here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, of course, a bird. The birds are so cute. Oh, and you know we're going to use this one too. Mom's going to be so proud of me for stamping the inside of my card. It's just one of those nights. Hey, Donna. Let's see who else is here. Kathy, very good. Okay, so we're going to say We're going to put this Made with Love Just for You right here. And we're going to stick a little bird right there. Is that not adorable? Okay. So that card is finished. And oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Are you ready for your curvy show? So I did, like I said, I did a swap with some friends. And so I got lots and lots of samples with the curvy dies. So remember, you're going to need both the Quite Curvy stamp set and the Curvy Christmas set. So I'm going to show you samples that go with both. So this particular card goes with Quite Curvy. Okay. I made this as a swap. It's using that star set and the Hooray for You. Quite Curvy, and you've got the curvy dies. So the curvy dies and the Quite Curvy stamp set go together. Like you can't get them separately. They are a bundle. Like there's no getting the dies or getting the stamp set. Like they come as a bundle only. Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? And I don't know if you can see, but they colored this with Wink of Stella, so it's like shimmery, and this is shimmery white paper. When you take the card class, I'll cut these out for you, and this, of course. So if you order the whole variety bundle or spend $50 or more, then you'll get this class for free. So remember, two, and 2 of the Christmas card that I copied, which here it is. 2, 2, and 2. All right. So that's a Christmas card. This is a card that I copied off of the flyer from Stampin' Up! Using that stamp set, and I really worked that curvy die over. Just really had fun with it. The Curvy Christmas, I just cut and cut and cut and cut with the curvy die, layered, stamped. This is really cool. I'm going to take it out of the package for you so you can see the detail. But there's a lot of neat things in here that you wouldn't necessarily see. There's a little leaf pattern. There's a little thing to cut out the flowery thing here. Okay? So that's what I used for that. And those. And there's even a little, it cuts out a little. Actually, no, that was for another set. Never mind. Okay, here we go. Valentine's. Right there. Right there. Another Christmas. I guess I could tell you who made that. That was made by Sandy Carlson. This one was made by Julie Davison. That's why I left them in the envelope, so I could tell you. This is made by Kay Kaltoff. Isn't that cool? I love the colors. Love the colors. This one is made by Susan Campfield. Christmas. Isn't that a neat die? It cuts out that little section. That's the other ribbon in the set of ribbon that I just used, the gold. Look at this. You're 1 in a million. Isn't that neat? So don't forget, it's not just for Christmas. Thinking of you at Christmas. Gorgeous. Another thinking of you at Christmas. I love it. Look at the little bird. Isn't he adorable? I've got another bird card in here to show you. Another Christmas card using the postage stamp punch. I love that. And look at this. This card is made entirely from the little tree branches. Okay, so she just made a little Christmas tree there and accentuated it with the little embellishments. And we have a little card using, this is my favorite ribbon in the annual catalog. Some little birdies with Wink of Stella. They're really pretty. Now, this is a swap that I made that was a little bit stepped up. I used the 3 different colors. This is a card similar to one with the fall pattern. So you can see they use different colors on their leaves. Nice. This is just a quick card I made for a sketch challenge for our team. We have a wonderful team of stampers, and we challenge ourselves to make new things. So that was what I made for my sketch challenge. Okay, so, and don't forget, this gold ribbon is in the annual catalog. You may have forgotten that. It's in there. So, to recap, Curvy Christmas is a stamp set. It is $21. Quite Curvy Bundle has the curvy dies, including the most amazing die of all time. Okay. And then you've got your Christmas paper, which is out of this world. All right. And all of those together, the paper, the Christmas set, and the bundle can be purchased for $70.50, $158, $396. And when you do that, you're going to get the free Curvy card class when you purchase $50 or more, which will definitely be $50. Or you can just get the Curvy bundle and add the paper, you know, so you can come up with your different combinations here. But why would you get the paper and not the Christmas paper, and not the Christmas set? Haha. Okay. Thanks, guys. Oh, this is right in front of me to show you. I made this project as an alternative to the Joy to the World paper pumpkin kit. I just did that earlier. So if you're in my Facebook group called Paper Made Prettier Club, then you probably saw that Facebook Live. If not, you need to go find it. Just type in all one word, Paper Made Prettier Club, because I do my Facebook Lives in there sometimes too. And I'm just going to show you the cards that we made tonight. We made this cute Christmas card and this gorgeous Christmas card. Now, I'm just telling you, I have one kit left. So I have an extra kit left. It's either $22 for pickup on my porch, or I can ship it for $8. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for coming. I will draw for a prize after. Bye.